What is up, everybody? Welcome to some Rip Keys. Let me get one last thing going. I need to connect the bot to this chat as opposed to the bot that was connected to the previous chat. So give me 1 second while that comes through. Also, I did change up the way I am currently geared up on my warrior just a little bit. I started equipping mostly like high item level stuff just to see how that would really work out. So I've got 969 equipped now as opposed to my old 953, 954. I forget what it was at before. But I'm basically only running 2-piece of the new tier set. And then besides that, everything else is just kind of haste mastery, trying to just stack that up as high as possible. My haste is very, very high, which I'm okay with. And then my mastery is getting up there as well. So one thing that I've seen as a big difference is my health. My health is up about an average of 1 million. I think I was sitting at 8.3 before. So now I'm at 9.14. So definitely getting a lot higher there. And then stuff like my armor went up. Unfortunately, I didn't save like armor sets. But yeah, this is some of the higher item level gear I have. Unfortunately, not all of it. There's some of it that I still, you know, I'm not really gonna throw that on. Like for example, this ring is really good, 960, and I think I have. No, I have stuff like this. I have like 950 gloves. And then I think I have like 955 gloves somewhere. But yeah, I could optimize things a tiny bit more, but then my secondary stats would suffer. So as of right now, I'm kind of keeping things how they are right now. 969. It was 959 before. Okay. So yeah, let's get into a rip key. Bot is about to connect. Alright, bot is good. So let's get into a rip key. Let's see how this goes. Let's find a group. 14 Upper Kara. That sounds good. Upper Kara on a Tyrannical week. Shade of Medivh. Vizdoom. Yeah. That's going to be fun. 20 Darkheart. We'll sign up. 20 Darkheart on a Tyrannical week is not going to be fun. Nothing is really going to be fun above a 15 this week because of Tyrannical. Darkheart 20. Darkheart 20. Hopefully we get some people in here sooner rather than later, because if it takes too long, we're gonna have to run out of here. One thing that I do see is that my Skada went away from my live since I transferred it over to the beta. Okay, let me change that. Alright, so once I reload, Skada should be up. So let me get out of Dalaran so I don't get hit with a really big loading screen, and then we'll be good. We'll get out of here. But so far in this Darkheart Thicket 20, you know, hopefully we find some people. If not, we can find another key relatively easily. Darkheart Thicket 20 is going to have the problem of the Treant boss. When he grips me, he is going to do a lot of damage, and that's going to go off more than normal because of Tyrannical. We're also going to have the Dragon boss. If we get any ads, we're done. We're done. It's also Skittish, so you know you don't want any of that to happen. And then the very last boss, everybody needs to have a DPS a defensive cooldown ready to go for when that last boss transitions from phase 1 to phase 2 at about that 50% mark. If they don't, they are gonna get nuked by that. Just completely nuked. I may have to relaunch WoW to get that add-on going. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna face quite a few issues on a Tyrannical 20 Darkheart Thicket. Yeah, I think I have to relaunch. Okay, give me a second. Alright, you guys are gonna get some lovely FaceTime here. Let me relaunch again. But yeah, we're gonna face quite a few issues in a Darkheart Thicket 20. Most of them revolving around Tyrannical. Skittish isn't gonna be too terrible. Bursting is gonna be bad on a few of the bosses, like I mean a few of the trash pulls. Like when we're thinking about yeah, let me turn that. Yeah, when we're thinking about the slimes right after the tree boss, those are going to be really, really terrible when it comes to bursting if we don't manage our DPS and manage when they go down and how they go down. So hopefully we get a group that can manage their DPS to handle that, and then enough DPS on the Tyrannical bosses as well, because that's gonna matter a lot. Alright, looks like we are just about loaded in. Let me do that. Can't say I've ever pugged a 20 before. Alright, so Darkheart Thicket 20. This week from my like weekly cash, I didn't really get much, to be honest. I think I got a relic, and it was just an okay relic. Nothing amazing. By the way, if you guys are hit with these long loading screens, I figured out what does it. TSM has a part of their add-on called Auction DB, Auction Database. That causes it so that your WoW client has to load every single item and every single like icon. 20 Darkheart Thicket, yeah man, right now that's what we're in Q4. 20 Darkheart Thicket. If it doesn't happen in like 5 minutes, we'll drop and go somewhere else. But yeah, if you guys run TSM, if you guys run that TSM auction database, that's gonna make you have really long load screens and really long like even when you load in, things are gonna kind of be buggy and stuff. And I run it just so that I can see if I do any transmog runs or anything, things of value that I want to keep, or anything really that I just want to keep and send over to my bank alt. Like even just this, like I have this pet here, and then these two pets right here, like one is worth 2k. But if you don't care about prices, just get rid of that, disable that add-on. Maybe just have that add-on enabled on your bank alt, because it's gonna slow things down. Anytime you're kind of like getting a little bit of jitteriness, maybe like long load screens, and you have TSM, that's gonna be what does it. Now the new TSM is in beta, so hopefully they fix it soon. That's what the new version is trying to fix, and hopefully it comes out sooner rather than later. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a new recipe too. But yeah, we've got a whole lot of like relics here that we've gotten that, you know, I honestly need to go put them into the Netherlight Crucible to see if they're better, but I really doubt it. DPS will die like flies. Yeah, man, that's what I'm scared of. If we're gonna do a Darkheart Thicket 20, I think everybody needs to have a Pridas. Especially when we talk about like I always forget the dragon's name, Dressarodon or something. Dressaron. And when we talk about this guy, you probably want a Pridas in here for a Tyrannical 20. Yeah, you probably want that. And then Shade, that Tyrannical hit at the end there, you would definitely want a Pridas and another type of tanking trinket if you can, just like a big old stand bucket, something. Pop your defensive at that moment. You don't really need too much for like Oakheart if you're not a tank. And then Arc Druid, you just need a healer that can heal through it. Pridas would definitely help though, especially if you're baiting out the leaps. You can have a few DPS bait out the leaps according to how their Pridas are popping. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh, it looks like we've got quite a few people queued up, so hopefully. Just the Arc Druid can one-shot you? Yeah. Yeah, let's see. This DPSer, he's got 6.1 mil. He can survive it. I mean, it won't be pretty, but yeah, a Pridas would go a long way. And something else, if you have any other kind of tanking trinkets, equip them for the boss fights on a Tyrannical 20. The Valajar reputation cast, yeah, that's the one. Someone from Stormheim. He look at that. He looks like the vanquished whatever these guys are. The blood-bathed vanquisher. Even these guys have fuller wings. Even these guys show the nets. I don't know what's going on with that. Why don't I stream on Twitch? I definitely want to start streaming on Twitch, Spart. But I've streamed on both, and whenever I streamed here, since I built my audience on YouTube, I get more viewers here. So like right now we have 16 people watching live. It's a slow time now, but whenever a new raid would come out or new dungeon, new affix, I would get up to probably about 70 people watching live at any given moment. And when I streamed on Twitch, I got 2 people watching. So since I built my audience on here instead of on Twitch, I just get more people that tune in here. You don't have it? Yeah, it looks kind of weird. What keys am I plugging right now? We got into a Darkheart Thicket plus 20. So we'll see how this goes. This is very high for a PUG. Very high for a PUG, especially on a Tyrannical week. You know, everybody's here. We've got one pending invite, and that'll fill out the team. So let me fly over, get some summons going, see how this goes. I should stream on both at the same time. I can try to do that. I need to set that up with my OBS. I believe there's a way to do it via OBS. Why did I have to point this out? Cannot be unseen. I don't know, man. I was flying. You know, I have it on my favorite mounts. So I was flying earlier today, and I came across a mountain, and I realized that I saw the wings, and I was like, why are they so lacking? Why are they so hollow? What the hell's going on here? Ruined such a good mount for me. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So one of the people here in this group said that if Darkheart Thicket doesn't go well, he's got an Eltharian's Lair 20 we can do after, which I would think is actually even worse, because even this first boss, Rockmora, if we're not on the ads killing them immediately, if we get a Tyrannical Shatter with 2 ads up on a plus 20, that can be it. Like that might kill everyone. Neuraxis won't be fun. Dark Rule is going to take forever on a plus 20 Tyrannical, so depends on how we deal with things as a group. Hopefully we can. So, Neruz, I don't know if the mount was always like that, but I saw it today And I was like, that's not the way it should be. But I don't know if it's new, because look, all these mounts. Actually, why doesn't this guy have a shadow? Is there weird lighting? Okay, probably weird lighting going on here. But yeah, all the other mounts, like, their shadows, they match up. They just match up with where they are or how they look, and that one just kind of looks funny. All right, let's see how this goes. Neltharian's Lair is a little more doable, but DPS has to be amazing. Yeah, Neltharian's Lair, I would say, relies on the tank surviving a little bit more, because we do have the like, the second boss is going to be doing his active mitigation check all the time, and that relies a lot more on the tank as opposed to the DPS. You have Neuraxes, which is more about the tank than the DPS as well. You just don't want him to get devoured. And then the last boss, you have to, you know, maintain your active mitigation uptime as well. But in a lot of these fights, there's ads, right? First boss in Neltharian's Lair has ads. Second boss does not, and then we have the third boss that summons the ads and devours them as well and enrages if you don't kill them. And then the last boss has an ad. So those fights just take a long time because of those ads. So yeah, DPS has to be amazing, a lot more for an Neltharian's Lair rather than a Darkheart Thicket. This is set to Mythic. I don't know why he ran out. Alright, so we'll eat some food. We'll get our food buffs. We'll get our cheap elixir and rune buff going. Just get all the buffs, because this is going to be quite the ride. Now, we don't have fortified, so these night claws should be doable, but they're still going to hurt on a plus 20. I'm actually surprised we have a 20, because last week was Grievous fortified. Sanguine, Grievous, fortified, right? So Grievous is still a tough affix to get through, which means that these guys push to plus 21 at least. People want another summon? Let's see. Let's see if we can help them summon. Oh, I don't think I changed my talent points. I did not. Let me go ahead and change that now. That's really it. I just want this guy. This is going to help pick up the heals a little bit. We got Warbringer. Yeah, everything else can stay the same. Just needed to change that one point. I was using Impending Victory for soloing Emerald Nightmare. Every now and then, you get caught off guard. One ad is a wipe. Everyone should be on ads anytime above a 15. I agree. How much armor do I have? 10.5k. 10.5k. So that's 58% mitigation via armor. Booming Voice. I love Booming Voice, man. I love it. Vengeance is okay. But I honestly don't use Revenge as much as I probably should. But I love Booming Voice. I love the 60 rage from it. Vengeance would probably help out a little bit more since it is skittish. And it'll push me over to that revenge spam a little bit more, but I really do like Booming Voice. Just generating and consuming more rage means that my anger management is better, so I get things a lot faster. Now, arguably, you do save a little bit of rage by going with Vengeance as well, but I've gotten really used to Booming Voice. I mean, if I was running Vengeance, I'd probably also run Best Serve Cold, but I spam Ignore Pain so much that I think Renewed Fury is good. I try to maintain my Ignore Pain as close to 100% uptime as possible. As close to it. Now, it's not perfect, and it would be impossible. That means that I would be able to just solo everything. They want a pull timer for the Demon Hunter that made me lead, so let's do a pull timer. And let's get this going. Let's get this Ripkey going. Hopefully they coordinate the CC. Those cats will one-shot most people in my group. I think we have mostly I was gonna say I think we have mostly melee, but no, actually we have a warlock, we have a demon hunter, and then we have a Redidin. So let's see. Oh, okay. So the Nightclaw hit for about half the HP of my healer, so it's not gonna be too bad. I think bursting is gonna be a bigger issue, honestly. All right. Alright, so let me just pick up everything. What I'm going to do is a battle cry into an Eltharian's Fury, so that should really be helping out here when we talk about picking up all these things and picking up threat on them. Just a guaranteed crit in Eltharian's Fury is going to be really nice for that. And I know most DPSers are not going to actually wait for you to fully maintain and have threat. So there it is, we have our first death to the Nightclaws. No big deal. No big deal. It's a +20. It'll happen. Alright, so the ads are walking away, hopefully. No. Yeah, we gotta wait for these pets. I do not want to pull them together. Alright, so I can pull them now. So that's what I'll do. I went ahead and interrupted one of them. The only bad part is we do have Skittish, so I have to try to hold on to them as best as I can, and it's not going to go across too well. I do have one guy that did bounce around, this guy right here, and so I keep trying to taunt him, but until my interrupt comes back up, which it just did, there it is. Now I can move him. Alright, I'll let that kind of go out, that bursting go out, let him heal through that. I want to face this guy away from everyone for the frontal swipe cleave ability that he does do, and then just kind of be ready for that burst. So our DPS is doing pretty good. We don't have fortified this week, so this guy should be taken down relatively well. There's a maddening roar burst right there. What I'm going to do is actually face him against the wall because I had a DPSer run through him and run past him, which is good placement on his part, but it just makes it so that I don't want that swipe to hit him, and he's behind me at that moment. Alright, so I'm going to face these guys into this corner and then get the hell out. Alright, so we didn't really have a charge there. I was waiting for that charge. We had a lot of knockbacks, a lot of like stuns going out that really helped them from really helped stop them from casting. Okay, so far so good. Now let's just not mess up on any of these pulls that we have coming up. What I need to do is make sure that this guy runs in here. That's going to be my biggest priority right now. So hopefully we can get like a warlock on it. This isn't even Vengeance Demon Hunter. It is not this week. I asked people what they wanted to see. They said Prot Warrior. So sorry SSG. This is, however, a +20 we're doing, so we got that going for us. Alright, let me make sure we don't step on any of that. Nightclaws, perfect. So we've got a lot of people who are very careful, very knowledgeable. That's good. We've got a good group here. Oh man, these prisoners. Okay, hopefully we don't get like a ninja pull on anything. So I'm gonna let these guys back up just a little bit, and we have a little bit of dead space right here. You're refunding the balloons you bought me? No, please. I haven't done a key on my Vengeance Demon Hunter this week yet, but I will. Alright, let's go. Alright, so let me pull these guys back, and there it is. We've got a nice little corner here where I can nuke them down. Let me go ahead and just cancel that cast as well. Just, you know, use Warbringer while we still have it, because in BFA, Warbringer's gone. It no longer has an AoE stun. It might as well not exist. We're gonna be running Shockwave. Alright, so let me, we don't have Fortified, so we can jump in there. Alright, so I popped my last stand for that just so that I can just not have to worry about spiking too much during that roar. Alright, so we do have a lot of that corruption going out right now, so what I want to do is reposition just so nobody has to stand in that. Alright, I'm going to let everybody kind of catch up. Our healer needs a little bit of mana before we pull this Tyrannical boss. Please tell me you're skipping bears. We're skipping bears. Alright, here we go. Full mana, let's go. Demon Hunter doesn't have blur now? Really? In BFA? I haven't logged into my Demon Hunter, but I know that there was a new build that got put up last night, so I didn't see last night's build for Vengeance Demon Hunters. That's when I oh! My 2 melee DPSers got cleaved by the charge. I think we should wipe it. B-res, yeah, we can actually B-res. Okay, they said wipe. Healer's gonna stop healing. Let's wipe it out. DPS, we're a little too close for that. Oh, he popped it for the bears. Got it. I was like, what? In BFA, they don't have blur? Alright, let's go. Let's do that again. And now he's dead. Alright, so hopefully they don't get cleaved this time. Melee DPS almost always fall for that. Yeah, he, does that leap forward. They kind of run forward with them and get hit. Good luck with the first boss, dude. Thank you. Hopefully we can get it. Let me get my food buff going too. My healer is good to go. Let me do a ready check. So, did a ready check. Everybody's ready. Let's do a pull timer. Alright, we're about to get knocked back right here. Here it is. And we're good. Alright, so there it is. DPSers didn't die this time. They actually backed up. So we're good. We're good. We don't have to run away. Alright, I helped kill that ad. But the good thing is our DPS is on it. They actually did take that down relatively quickly. I'll go ahead and use my trinket to survive this. Oh no. Oh no. Wasn't expecting to actually get knocked back all the way. I thought there goes that position. I always hate it when I lose that position. Alright, we should get charged soon. And then we can jump back in. Alright, so we keep losing, our position because of the corruptions, which is no big deal. Just part of this dungeon. Let me build up my Ignore Pain again, make sure I have a decent Ignore Pain going for when this lands. There it is. I'm going to get a charge going, build up my Ignore Pain, heal up again. I definitely want a little bit of separation between myself and the wall. And that's only because I want to be able to charge back in, build up some rage, just so that I can heal up again. I've got the Abomination coming in over here. Okay. We lost a little bit of ground there, so let me go ahead and just do this. Alright, we should be okay. Don't have too much ground left to work with, but I should be okay staying here. just since I no longer have that vantage of being able to gain my rage, I'll just, you know, make sure I have something like shield wall ready to go. My last stand is back up again, so it should be okay. There's my shield wall. Let me go ahead and make sure I kind of like pull him out a little bit. Alright, so got the first boss down. What's my opinion on Prot Warrior not being OP on upper right now? Wait, why not? We can still spell reflect. Why aren't we OP? What happened that I didn't see? Because I did upper yesterday, and I was able to spell reflect and interrupt just like I did before. Paladin used Bob. Looks pretty ripkey so far. Not yet, man. We're still going strong. Still going strong. We're, you know, it's going a little bit slow. We only have 17 minutes left. We did get that one wipe, but you know, we can still do this. Healer, useful primarily for immunity. Oh, the bot? Do we not? Where's our demonic? Why? We have a demon hunter. Alright. We have a demon hunter, but we still wanted to just entangle. Let's do this. I wanted to get them all in there, but DPS is a little anxious on me today. Yeah, these guys were a little too anxious on. They're starting a DPS on a skittish week. Gotta wait a little bit. All right, let's do this. No utility demon hunter. I mean, come on. Shouldn't that just be automatic? Just throw out the demonic. The imprison? Alright, we're good. Let's jump it. Let's get the hell out of there. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're good, we're good. I believe both of the keepers, yeah, both of the keepers are down now. Now all we have is these blossoms. Maybe the change was only in the tourney realm for, what are we talking about? Oh, the Mythic Plus for Upper Karazhan for Prot Warriors. Yeah, no, I did it yesterday. Actually, my This Week in Mythic Plus footage is me on my Prot Warrior in Upper Karazhan, and I was able to spell reflect just fine. You can't reflect Medivh anymore. Okay. Maybe it is the new changes. Yeah, so far I was able to still do that. So instead of WWD Prot Warrior, they're running Windwalker, Demon Hunter, Blood DK. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Blood DK is just, you know, really strong at being able to eat all of that up. The more damage that they lose in a few seconds, the more damage that they can gain, or the more healing that they can do. So, completely makes sense. The harder you hit them, the faster they come back. Good luck getting DPS to wait. They all want to see their names at the top of the DPS chart. Yeah. That's what kind of sucks, man. Anytime it's a skittish week, I know a few DPSers that every time it's skittish week, they go, "Oh, it's an easy week." And I'm like, "Just you guys are DPS. That's why you don't deal with skittish." Like skittish doesn't mean anything to you. Alright, let's use Neltharion Sphere to kind of pick this guy up. Alright, I just want to make sure that I can charge in, if need be, to get those interrupts like that. But yeah, on really, really big pulls like that, you're probably gonna end up losing DPS. Like I lost one of these guys for a little bit. You guys saw the Demon Hunter had aggro there for just a bit. So those big pulls, they're always gonna be that way. Let's see, how's my healer? My healer needs some mana up, and then we'll run in here and do this. Group scene's very good. There is a chance. There is. Skittish is very easy on Vengeance Demon Hunter. Yeah, man. Vengeance Demon Hunter just outputs that much damage. And that's the thing, right? So we have Skittish affects the amount of threat you do. So since you can't increase the amount of threat your abilities do, the only way to increase your threat is via DPS. That's just the short, simple answer. Like threat is an equation that is part the ability, part the damage it does. And so without all of those, or with one of those pieces being nerfed, which is how much percentage the ability does, the only other thing you have left is your DPS. Which just sounds really weird. It's just like, why do I have to worry about my DPS as a prot, as a tank? Yeah, that, by the way, that hurt like hell. I popped shield wall and I was still going down really fast, so I had to pop last stand as well. We're gonna get another crushing grip in like 5 seconds. I need something. So just in case you guys don't know, that grip is actually all magic damage too. So if you guys have Spell Reflect, AMS, anything like that, you might want to save it for that grip, because that grip is doing a ton of damage. And so you just want to lower the amount of magic damage you're taking in. So I'm saving my Demo Shout. I'm going to get my Spell Reflect up too. Here's the Uproot, and then we should have it. Yeah, that's the only way to survive that. Pop your Spell Reflect in conjunction with something else. I did Demo Shout there. I'm gonna have Last Stand and Shield Wall for the next one, or I can do Last Stand and Spell Reflect actually. Since I'm basically like a 4th DPS. Oh, Vengeance Demon Hunters? Yeah, absolutely, man. Vengeance Demon Hunters. Alright, so I popped Last Stand for that one, Spell Reflect, and Demo Shout. Since you can get things up really, really fast with a anger management build, like the one we have now, just create and consume all of the rage you can. Now, you don't want to double dip too much on your rage consumption for your Ignore Pains. So, you know, try to be a little bit weary of that. I try my best to not make my Ignore Pains go over 4 mil. Unless I have all my procs up, right? That's the only time where naturally can get that high. Alright, we're good. We're good. Darkheart, down. This is going to be a hard part because of bursting, but honestly, it shouldn't be too bad. So if we pull like this, we get 4 of them, and then we can pull the rest of them right after. So your DPS can just go all out, take care of them. Oh wait, my DPS can also pull for me. That's one thing that they can do. This is really gonna hurt. So we got 3 stacks and an immediate 5 stack right after. I feel bad for that healer. Alright, let's pull this guy back. Alright, the reason I pull into this corner is because of that Blood Assault. I just want it to just be aimed somewhere else, somewhere different. And there it is. We're gonna have the orb going off over there in the corner, and then I want that Blood Assault to just keep going off in this corner, and then the ads will also just kind of spawn over here, which is easier for picking up. All right, let's do some more of these guys. What's up, nerds? Oh man, just empower. Gonna hurt like hell. Where's my pain? Come on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's wait for that pat. We can keep pulling. What is my item level? Gucci. It is 969. 969 right now. All right, we're good. Wait for that pat to go away, and let's go do this boss. See how this goes. This boss is not going to be fun. Tyrannical on this boss. Everybody needs to be on their hugging game. They better love this boss. They better hug it like it's their dad that went out for cigarettes 15 years ago. Not that I know from experience what that feels like. Sometimes you just want to yell at the DPS to chill out and be patient so you can control things. Yeah. Alright, healer's ready. Let's go. Let's do a pull timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so I'm going to face him away. We're going to get the breath in this direction. So let's get the breath in this direction. Come on. Where's that breath? I know it's coming. There's the breath. And then I don't know what's going to happen immediately after. Sometimes it's one thing, sometimes it's another. Let's see if it's going to be... There's a roar. So let me reposition just... There's a downdraft. Okay. We're good. We're good. We got our charges. Oh no! Oh no! Those ads! I had to go pick them up. We got a breath going. Let me place this guy over here again, and then we're gonna get one more breath before getting the downdraft. So there's the breath. Let me go ahead and move him over here. We're about to get downdraft. Oh no! Oh no! I think we got a ton of ads over here. I see a few ads. Oh no, that's more than a few. There's a breath going out in this direction. This is oh, one of the guys said that he completely lagged and that's why he ran into the spawns. Alright, let's try to pick this all up. Oh, is my healer down? My healer is not down, but my healer was in bear form, trying not to die. Rip. Yeah, we still have 50%. Let's wipe this. Alright. Hopefully we get a demonic imprison here. We also popped lust for that. Man. So we got the root. Okay, that was a good root. I'm not too worried about this pull this time. But last time it was kind of like off to the side. Rip Demon Hunter, yeah. Regardless of that breath, the second down, what is it called? Downwind. The second downdraft really got to us anyway. 2 people ran into the eggs. 1 person said he lagged. And 1 guy is upset, man. One of the guys in here is like yelling at everybody else. You curious how the paladin... Oh man. Oh man. How paladin will outrun a gust of wind? They have their charge, man. If you stand directly underneath the boss, you don't need to outrun anything. It barely even touches you. All you need to do is hug the boss. Now you don't want to hug the boss while the breath is still going out. So right after you see the breath go out, just go hug the boss. That downdraft is not going to touch you. I should be a little bit more liberal with my pulls, non-fortified, and even with bolstering, you've had the DPS to pull faster. Okay. Yeah, we're still missing one person. Still missing one person. Alright. YouTube doesn't let you know when I'm streaming anymore. So there was recently a video from YouTube that said that they don't notify all the subscribers, and people are really getting pissed off about that, and I completely understand. But that sucks. That would make sense. That would completely make sense with like viewers right now. This is a game that he can chill out. No, man, this is serious. Okay, so let me pull this guy just a little bit more over here so we can get into that healing circle. We're gonna get the breath right now first, and then we'll see what mechanic we get after. If we're gonna get downdraft or we're gonna get the earth-shaking roar. So here's the breath. So I'm gonna try to bait the earth-shaking roar in this direction. Nope, we got downdraft first. Okay. So we're... Oh, how is my healer dead already? Oh, my healer got hit by the breath. So the healer stood right on the boss and took the whole breath to his face. So that's what I mentioned earlier. Like, if you have to hug the boss, but at the right moment. You hug the boss prematurely, you get hit by the breath. We need to root that. We need... Why? Oh god. Oh wait, I have the demon hunter here with me. No, it's a paladin. Does he have repentance? I don't think so. Nope. Alright, let's go. We have like 2 seconds to go. Go, go, go! Alright. He was in front? Yeah. You remember after a weekly reset, this boss had the pushback too. Strong and everyone could do nothing about it till the eggs... Yeah. Yeah, the pushback used to be really, really, really bad. But it's been fixed. Oh, man. He's raging. Some pugs are serious business. Am I right? Yeah, he's just yelling at people because of mechanics. Why are we entangling so close? Okay, everybody's here. Let me get my food buff. We'll do a pull timer when my food buff is about to be ready. 0 utility peeps. Can Paladin use Blessing of Freedom on Wind so he's not knocked back? No, that's not. Paladin can only use his horse summon. His Divine Steed. That is the only thing the Paladin can do. Alright, let me reposition the boss a little bit so that everybody can kind of pick up that healing. We're going to get the breath first, so let me be ready to dodge that. Oh no. Why is everybody hugging underneath the boss? Okay, let's see how many people are going to die to breath. 1 almost. And then let's see, are we going to get roar? No, okay. So we got downdraft. Perfect. Let me just charge back in. And I shouldn't need to use my second charge. Now we're going to get earth-shaking roar, earth-shattering roar, whatever it is. Didn't land on me and landed on melee, so let me move over. There's the breath of corruption. And we should be okay here. Should be okay. Up next is 1 more breath and then downdraft. So let me face the breath in this direction. Now here's the downdraft first. So if you guys see, look, I'm right underneath the boss. I'm actually running faster than this downdraft. So you guys just, just hug the boss a little bit. We're about to get the roar, so let me kite that out. Let's see where this roar is going to land. Hopefully on me. Not on me, but close. There's the breath. So I got to run away from that. And let me run down. The guy who was yelling at everyone is the guy that's dead. Huh. So I don't know if I'm going to get the breath first or the downdraft. Here's the downdraft. So I'm right underneath the boss. And there it is. I'm getting pushed back just a little bit. I'll be able to charge back in just fine. Alright, so here's the roar that landed on melee. So let me go ahead and pull him back. Let me do that. Okay, we should be getting 1 more mechanic and then the downdraft again. So let me see if we're going to get roar, or breath or downdraft. Here's the downdraft. Let's go ahead and hug him. We almost have Lust back up at this point. So I'm about to get the Roar. There it is. Oh, that landed pretty far away, so that's good. Everybody's still alive through those roars. And then we should be getting the downdraft again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens right now. There's a downdraft. So again, look at that. If you're right underneath the boss, you run faster than the draft hits you. And then we're going to get the roar right now. So let me just backpedal a little bit. There's the roar. Landed out here out of melee. There's the breath. Let's run out of that. And then we should be getting another roar. I mean, another draft soon. So just in case, let me start getting really close to the boss here. Right underneath him. Inside his hitbox. There's the downdraft. And we can just kind of stay right here. Hang out. Right after this, we are going to get the roar, so I do want to run out. So let's see where this roar lands. Hopefully one of us gets to bait it. Perfect. So I'm going to put the breath in that direction. I got clipped by it a little bit, but we're okay now. We're sub 10%. Let me face the boss this direction, although we've got the paladin over here. Come on. Okay, there it is. We're about to get the draft. We got 36 million left to go. We got this. We got this. The music kind of matches the intensity of the fight. We're about to get the roar. There it is. Okay. Now this is a rip key. We're 3 minutes over. But it's a plus 20. And I feel like we got this. Although these pulls really hurt Prot Warriors since they're very magic heavy. So let's wait for this guy to run back. I don't want to run in there. They're very close to each other. Okay, we're good. We can run in there now. Alright, so these guys are really going to be hurting me. So I'm going to try my best to keep them stun locked. At least to my best extent. So that's all the stun locking I can do at the moment. And so now I'm in for a lot of pain. There it is. Come on, one more. Okay, we're good. We're good. So I have my Spell Reflect back up for this next pull. Let's go. I wish I had chains, SSG. I wish I had chains. Alright, so I'm going to throw my Spell Reflect up right now. Got some good interrupts going, some good stuns going. Let me interrupt that. And then let me start getting some stuns here. It's mostly the imps that do a lot of really big casts that do manage to actually hurt quite a bit. Alright. This next group, I really like to kite it, but it's skittish. It's skittish. We can't really kite this week. So I'm going to do my best to pick them up. Nope. That paladin jumped in with a burst of like 5 million DPS. Yeah, no, he's going to get taken down. So let me pop a cooldown here. Let me pop my shield wall in order to survive this with those diseases. If those diseases don't get cleansed off by your healer, you have to do something to be able to survive it. Although it's not fortified, so we should be okay. But they still hurt like hell. You see, when those diseases got put on, I dipped down to 50%. But now we're good. We can handle this. Let me heal myself up. We're okay. How's my healer doing? 41%. We've got the deadly pull coming up next. This is a deadly pull. Don't have any cooldowns for this. So let's just pop our trinket and hope we survive. So my cooldowns are almost back up. There it is. I just popped shield wall, so I should be okay for the rest of this pull now. I also have last stand ready to go at this point. We did lose one of the DPSers, but I mean, you walk in there with like 5 or 6 million burst DPS right off the bat, you're gonna go down, man. Also, these guys that pop out decoys, it's hard to pick up the decoys as soon as they pop out, and they are going to be doing a ton of damage anyway. So, alright, we're good. We're good. We're at 37 minutes. We've got one person down. We're about to res, and then my healer can mana up, and then we'll be good. We'll be good. Totally have the rip music playing now, in memory of a dead paladin. If I were High Mountain, I'd have another charge. It's very true. You hate trying to position this boss, the dragon boss? Yeah, he's a pain. The bigger the hitbox, the harder it is to position. Now the fun starts. Oh, man. Now the fun does start. Let's do a pull timer. Let's go. We've got Lust ready. Let's do it. Alright, so as long as Feed on the Weak is cast on me, we can do this for sure. Now, if Feed on the Weak kind of goes out on other people, that's when it can start getting a little bit tough. So we'll see where Feed on the Weak is going out. It is on me, so perfect. I can just, you know, spam Ignore Pain through that, use a smaller cooldown and survive through that, and I'll be fine. I need to get debuffed. There it is. I got Cleanse. Perfect. There's a Growing Paranoia. Oh, no. I need a stack. So we're gonna get another Feed the Weak very soon. Hopefully it gets cast on me again. Alright, I see it on our healer actually. Oh, our healer's gonna go down. Oh, we're very close. Very close. I think our healer went down to like 20%. Alright, I need to stack on someone again. We're almost at that uh-oh, let's get the hell away from him. We're almost at that 50% mark. So as soon as you see your screen starting to shake, pop your cooldowns. You're going to need them to survive. Feed on the Weak is on me, so pop a small cooldown. And we're almost going to need those cooldowns. Let's see when we need them. You see that screen shaking? You need them right now. Let's see who dies. We've got both of my cooldowns up. We have 2 DPSers are dead. The Demon Hunter didn't have Blur up, I'm assuming, or just didn't use it. So hopefully we're gonna need to stack on some people here. Oh, there it is. We got our B-reses up. We had our Soulstone and our B-res up, so we're good. Feed on the Weak is on our it was on our Warlock. Warlock went down. Nightmare is on our Redidin here. And hopefully Feed on the Weak goes on me this time. Where's the Feed on the Weak going out? Come on. Redidin, let's back up a little bit. You're going to proc the fear? Okay. We lost the Redidin. Feed on the Weak. It is on me. Perfect. Oh, actually, no. It's on our healer. Come on, healer. You can do it. It's me, the healer, and the Demon Hunter. Oh, one Nightmare Bolt to the face of the Demon Hunter was a one-shot. So now it's just me and the healer. Feed on the Weak is on me. Perfect. I can just pop my shield wall, survive through it. So we do have Growing Paranoia on me, so I just need to avoid standing on the one person that's alive. Oh, my healer went down to a Nightmare Bolt. Alright, so in order to survive this, we're gonna need, like, I don't know, some tankier stuff. The healer was putting out 570k HPS, which is not terrible, but not a whole lot either. I don't know if I can do this, guys. Swapping a Pridas for this. Somebody just said they're swapping a Pridas. Probably a good idea. I don't know if I can handle this, guys. We'll see. It's already a rip key, right? It's already a rip key. Oh, no, no, no. $200 million means about 4 more minutes doing this? Nah, this is not gonna happen. Oof. Oof, got down to 19%. I don't know when the solo fight started. Xavius 7, Pug Group 0. Yeah. That hurts. It's a ton of damage going out. Demonic Imprison. Oh, God, I think we can aggro that. There it is. Look at that. Wow. I am so proud right now. Words can't even explain how proud I am of that. He didn't use his immunity? Yeah, no. You guys were waiting for that. I just saw chat. You guys were waiting for that 50% Tyrannical hit. How's my durability? My durability should be fine. 50%. A little bit above 50%, right? Like 53, 54%. I'm okay. Finally, he's useful. Here it is. We can repair. 198 gold. Not too bad. Malfurion is losing face cheer for this group. Oh, man. We're just dying to the shade of Xavius. Okay. The entangles this run. It's interesting. Malfurion's gonna tell Xavius to just end it. I mean, it might happen again. When we hit that 50%, we lost both of our B-reses there, and now we also have Lust down. So Lust was up, our B-reses were up, now we have none of that going into this fight. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Our DPSers are sitting at an average of 1 to 1.2, which honestly is a little low for a plus 20. Alright. Healers here. Let me do a ready check. If they play clean, they can do it. Yes. Kind of. Regardless of if you play clean or not, you're going to need something like Pridas. They said that the Nightmare Bolt was hitting for 8 million. So if you don't have a Pridas and you have 6 million HP, you're going to need to use like an immunity every single time that Nightmare Bolt goes out, which, man, like you really need to be on your game with that. Like that Shadow Bolt is gonna happen frequently in that second phase, so you definitely need a Pridas and maybe even a tanking trinket if your HP is low enough. That is a huge hit, yeah. Let's do a pull timer. Clean's impossible for these guys. Nothing's clean about undead. Nothing. You love the taste of rip keys, dude. It's happening. It's happening. The rip keys are happening. So here's a Nightmare Bolt. This is the enraged or whatever version because we haven't gotten to that second phase yet. And a Feed on the Weak on our Warlock. Our Warlock is just kind of like draining life, trying to stay alive as best as he can. Alright. There's a Growing Paranoia on one of our melee. They're gonna like hug each other almost. Okay, they were for a little bit. Here's one of the Nightmare Bolts. So you guys see those Nightmare Bolts. They hit for like 5 point something. So in that second phase, I don't like moving the boss like a crazy amount, but I think I'm going to have to. So there's the Feed on the Weak on our healer. Our healer instantly goes bear form and frenzies. So yeah, there's a Nightmare Bolt that hits for about 5 mil. So I'm gonna have to move him pretty crazily just so he doesn't get that enrage buff going. Alright, there's a Feed on the Weak again on our healer, going bear form and frenzy to survive, and then we're gonna get the transition here. Let's see who survives. Here's another Nightmare Bolt and transition. Right after this, screen shake. Where's the screen shake? Alright, here we go. Here we go. We got our cooldowns up. Oh, Demon Hunter said bye. Demon Hunter said goodbye. Alright, so feat of the week on me, which is perfect. I can survive that perfectly fine with Ignore Pains. Now, I don't want him to get any stacks of the damage buff. So, the hard part is every now and then he's stuck casting. So I have to move him even though he's stuck casting. So, let me move him out of that. Come on. Oh, he got one of them. He got one of them. That means he's going to start one-shotting people with Nightmare Bolts. Here's a Growing Paranoia. Come on. Come on, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Feed on the weak on the Demon Hunter. That Demon Hunter is going to die. He popped Nether Walk in order to survive. Very nice Nether Walk. Oh, he still died. What? He didn't pop Nether Walk then? He popped something. I saw him start glowing. Yeah, you see that cast time? It made him stay in that puddle. So that puddle is going to make it so that he's just going to start hitting like hell. Growing Paranoia is on me. So I've got to be very, very, very careful at this point. And yeah, he's gotten a few damage buffs at this point. Not much like... Oh, no. Oh, no. Feed on the weak is on the healers. But I should be okay. Let me keep moving him out of those puddles as best as I can. Nope. The Nightmare Bolts at this point are hitting harder than anyone can survive. We don't have Pridazes. So look at that. Like right there, I can't move him out of that puddle, right? Just that one empowerment he's got going for those few seconds is enough to make the bolts one-shot people. Now I'm gonna go down. I was silenced. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Alright, should we just stay here? Should we stay here? Alright, as long as me and the Warlock are oh, the Warlock is gonna go down. Come on, Warlock. You can survive Feet of the Week. Come on, Warlock. Oh, he died. Okay, it's just me and the healer. We got this, guys. We got this. There's a Nightmare Bolt on my healer. Healer went bear form, survived it. Healer's a fucking champ, guys. We got this. Come on. 18 mil. You're going to stay right there, guy. I don't care. Come on, come on, come on. Growing Paranoia on my healer. That is fine. I just got to avoid him for a little bit. 7 mil. We got this. Pop Spell Reflect. We got it. We got it. I mean, look, it was a rip key. It was a rip key. Timer went way over. How long did it take us? 49 minutes on a 30-minute key. Yeah. Time went way over. We got these. We got some 940s. Nobody else here is played. Actually, yeah, the Ret Paladin. He popped the Quaalude is what he did. Oh man, we did it. We did it. Somebody got this thing. 940. Only usable on a DPS spec. Don't need it. Let's get out of here. The Paladin does not need these pants. Let's go vendor them. It would have gone faster if the other stayed alive longer. Yes, I completely agree. They do more DPS than alive. Yeah. Every time, you know, somebody dies prematurely in a raid, and they try to argue their point, like, I was doing this much damage until I died. I'm like, yeah, but then after you died, you were doing 0. So even though the meter stops when you're dead, it really shouldn't. It should just keep taking an average of the whole timeline. But yeah, that's a slightly different conversation. All right, so we got a +20 done for the week. Let's see what else we can do. I hate quarter stars. Let's not do quarter stars. You guys saw that +20 HOV? Nope. Nope. All right, the group is probably Himdall will probably claim the group. I don't know if I'll get in. It says 3K. I don't have 3K IO score, so we'll see. We got a Vault 17. Vault 17 Tyrannical is going to be a pain. It's going to be a nightmare right there. Demon Hunter was a fail. I'm sure SSG was also like, what is that Demon Hunter doing? What's going on here? He bought that tune on eBay. Oh, we got into the 17 vault. Let's go. Let's get the 17 vault. If you are playing a Prot Warrior a certain way, you're gonna be putting out a lot of heals. Oh man, this is laggy. There's somebody just spamming stuff here. No legendaries. Plus 15's not enough anymore. No, we seek higher and higher rewards. We're looking for that chase. We're chasing that high of getting a Mythic plus key done, just barely. Vault is decent. The last fight on Tyrannical is going to be tough because it just lasts a long time. We're for sure going to get to that second phase of the wall when the boss is still active and walls are spawning. So that in and of itself is going to take a little bit, and then we've got the ice boss is just going to take a little bit. But yeah, besides that, Skittish might come into effect a little bit more. Legos from Blingtron, yeah, you can get Legos from Blingtron 6000. It's a very low drop chance, but across all my characters, I've gotten 2 legendaries from a Blingtron. It's got to be a 6000 though, 6000. How does it feel without the T20 tier set? It's not too bad. So with the tier 20 set, the 4-piece, I would overcap on rage a lot. Like it would just happen. Like I was generating so much rage, and with this one I'm not doing that. So while I generate and eat less rage, you know, I feel like I got to a point where I didn't need it anymore. I just didn't need that much rage anymore. So now, you know, a little bit more stamina, almost 1 million more HP, and it feels good not to have to worry about rage all that much. It's not as exact as having the tier 20 was. You have more HP pool now? Yeah, more HP, more strength, and more armor as well. So the armor is not a big deal. I think the armor bumped down from like 54% to like 58 or something. What really helps is strength makes my ignore pains bigger, and then the stamina, 1 mil extra. You know, it's arguably, does my tier 20 set give me 1 million of ignore pain all the time, or am I better off having 1 million flat HP? You glad you grab them every time you can? Yeah, but they've got to beat the 6000 one, Brian. If they are a Blingtron 5K, it's not going to drop legendary for you. Did I get anything good from our weekly chest? Not this week. I think I got one of these guys, like 950 relics. One of these two, I forget. Or maybe this guy, maybe this 960 or something. Oh, it has to be a Mythic 15 Titan Fortune. Maybe it was this one? I don't remember. It wasn't anything good. 975 belt with crit mastery. Not bad. Not bad. At least it's a 975. I think the highest piece of gear I have is this 970 pair of pants right here. I think that's it. Besides, you know, besides your Antorus trinket, I think 970. Yep, that's the highest piece, so I haven't gotten anything above that. Didn't know they dropped from bling? Yeah, but you gotta be careful which one. They'll dupe you with the 5Ks. Alright, everybody's ready. I got my food buff, I got my rune, I got my flask. You pass on the 5K? Yeah, me too. Alright, let's do this. Imitation bastard. Oh no, why? It's bursting. Why? Oh man. I don't know who oh god. Oh no. Alright, we're already going to have a rip key going. Not sure. I actually didn't see who pulled that, but somebody pulled all the rest of the group, and then I saw the other warrior just back up into the rest of the group as well. Alright. Oh wait, someone already said that they forgot to respec as well. Because you're a cool DPS, you can handle pulling everything. I don't know what was happening with that pull. Why? Because it's bursting. That's why we need more things. These guys are on steroids. You blame the warrior. The warrior just ran into some of them accidentally, but I don't know if he also pulled the other ones. But he pulled threat off me, and in trying to run away, ran into the next group. All right, bursting. We're gonna have some bursting right now. Some good bursting action right now with these vile tongues. Come on, get over here. That is going to be a really staggered bursting. We went from 3 stacks that ticked once to 4 ticked once, and now we have the 7. Okay, yeah, that was heavy. Healer's down at 50%. Let's pull this. He should be fine with 50% on another just regular pull. By the way, for you prot warriors out there who are running with a group with really anxious DPS, if you pop Berserker Rage and you have Warlord's Challenge, your taunt has no cooldown. So what that means is that if you're losing aggro on the Skittish week, pop Berserker Rage and then just tab spam with your taunt. Tab spam with your taunt, you'll guaranteed pick up everything since it no longer has a cooldown. You know, that's something I do a lot. In case I'm in a group with very anxious DPS, like right now we have a Fury Warrior, and it's not so much that he's anti as much as Fury Warriors just pull a ton of threat. It's just the way they are. So he runs in there, starts whirlwinding. I lost aggro on the previous pack. I had to pop Berserker and tab spam taunt. Your healer is healing his ass off? Dude, I felt really bad for that other one. That pull was 3 stacks of bursting ticking once, 4 stacks of bursting ticking once, and then the 7 stack ticked twice. So yeah, that healer was putting in work. Alright, if we are going to go down to any of the pulls early on, it's going to be this pull right here. So there you see, I lost one of the guys in threat, so I decided pop Berserker, tab spam that taunt button, so that we can get that going. So that I can make sure that everything is stuck on me. He's a good healer, yeah. This healer is actually pretty damn good. Brian, is that you healing? Is that just you being like, oh man, that healer, woo, look at that healer, yeah, it's me all along, they'll never suspect it. Alright, we have Tyrannical, this boss. Tyrannical and this first boss means that when those I-beams go out, that I-beam is going to one-shot people. It's just going to one-shot people. So, we gotta be careful. Let me do a pull timer. Healer has a little bit of time to drink. Oh, I don't have a pull timer privileges. That was last group. Alright. So everybody needs to be very careful with that. There's not much I can do about that I-beam going out. So what I can do is just make sure I interrupt the Furious Blast by being on top of my charge and interrupt game. Here's going to be the Fell Mortar. I have to try my best to pick up these ads. And then when those I-beams go out, you know, not much I can do about it. I have to just try to stay alive myself. Everybody else, you're kind of on your own for that one. Alright. We gotta get out of here. We gotta keep it going. There's the meta, so we should have the I-beam coming out relatively soon. We have one person that's, I would say, kind of out of place. So there it is, I-beam. I saw the Shadow Priest actually did dodge it, so props off to that Shadow Priest. Why? The beam was way back there. We don't have a B-res? We don't have a B-res. Is this really going to be a rip? Is this really going to be how we rip key this? Furious Blast, no interrupt, no interrupt. That's a rip key. Yeah, Brian, I know that's you healing. I know it. I know it. I got completely destroyed there. Oh, we would. I would follow this guy into this. Rip Prot Warriors, that was, Prot Warriors are dead, guys. Prot Warriors are dead. So let's make sure we pop our cooldowns again. Rip Group Comp. Yeah, no B-reses hurts. Every time. Why don't shamans have a totem of battle res? That should be a thing, right? Is our healer ready to go? Let's wait. Oh no, this is our warrior. There it is. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, here's the meta. Going into defensive, we're going to have to run around this, so let's get ready to run all the way around. Mobility is not the best when it comes to Shadow Priesting. Alright, let's move out of the way. There it is. We've got some ads up here. And have my active mitigation up as much as I can. There's a Furious Blast. Somebody got on the interrupt right before I did, so we're good. We got this. Alright. So these guys don't do anything with bursting. They count as like summoned ads because matter of fact, this dungeon would be impossible if these guys did have bursting. Alright, there it is. All the implosions went out and we're still alive, so we're good. It's hard, you need to be able to predict the future. You need to use it before. Okay. I didn't know they had that. I didn't know they had that. But it makes sense that it would be very difficult to use. You have to predict the future. You have to know what's coming up. Alright, there it is. Now we're going to have Inquisitor on Tyrannical, which is, you know, going to be a pain. Going to be a pain. Let me ask the group if they want to chase or not. It's bad enough the fat dude has a puking as a main skill. That's their mother. The imp's mother, okay? Alright, we're gonna do chasing. So most of the time with Tyrannical groups, people want to chase the Inquisitor. It makes it a little bit easier on everyone. So just making sure and verifying with my group that they want to chase rather than just wait. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so I'm gonna be here ready to move around and kind of jump to where I need to be. We're about to get that sap soul, so let me use my interrupt. You know, don't need my pummel here. That's just mom purging so she can get. Oh no! Why? Ah, that is terrible. Alright, let's go ahead and use a slightly longer cooldown for that one. Let me charge in. Alright, we're gonna do a nice AoE pickup here. On Skittish, right? Right. Alright, so I picked up as best as I could, everybody. We're gonna have the other sap soul here. Let me go ahead and use another cooldown as well to just kind of start rotating things with the sap soul. There's the Inquisitive Stare. By the way, guys, if you guys are running your 2-piece, then you can use your shield slam to get rid of that sap soul, because when you pop that battle cry, it instantly resets the cooldown and it gives your shield slam no cooldown. So just something else you guys can be doing. Alright, here's another sap soul. I'm gonna go ahead and use spell reflect. Alright, we should have the transition happening very, very soon. Here's another sap soul where I'm going to use my interrupt. And we should be, there it is. There's the teleport. There's these stairs. Let me run over here. I've got my Neltharian's Fury back up again. I'm going to use it with the sap soul. It's fine if it gets another 10-second cooldown on it. Alright, there it is, another interrupt. So I hadn't picked up one of them, which was okay. It's better to pick up as many of them as I can, but now we got all the ads down. Let me go ahead and just keep using Shield Slam. Cooldown does not exist, and we're okay. We got an instant reset for that Shield Slam, just because of timing. Next sap soul, we're going to throw out our interrupt, and then we have spell reflect for the next one if we need it. Oh, we got a few of the ads that were up above us. I don't know how those got cleaved, but they did. I believe we got 2 earlier and 1 right now. So you guys see that little fell scorcher. That's one of the ads from above. We're going to get bursting from it. That's how we know. See that? Alright. So, we don't have Fortified, we don't have Necrotic or anything, so no big deal. Oh, Odin's Fury is pulling dogs. That's weird. How's my healer doing on mana? 66? We're good. We can jump in here. So there's that whole tab spam with Berserker Rage up to kind of pick up everybody. Just because, you know, maintaining all these guys, I can't cleave every single hit. I can't cleave every single hit, but the Fury Warrior can. So that's going to be adding up. She just needs 5 more years to go. Oh no. She'll be okay. She's trying really hard. Alright. Time for a Tyrannical boss. This boss, you know, the only bad part about this boss is he lasts a little bit longer, and the big blasts are going to be doing a ton of damage. So if someone gets hit by 2 blasts back to back, they're down. That's it. Alright, how's my healer? 50%. I'll let him mana up just a little bit more. No, we're good? We're good? Okay. Gave him a few seconds, didn't matter up, moving around, so we're good. She didn't even have 52 kids anyway. It was out of love. Okay, Boomtown. It was out of love. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have everything bouncing back now, so we gotta be very careful at this point. Let's just dodge all the things. The more things you dodge, the more things the boss takes, the faster the boss dies, because he's the one taking the damage instead. I was gonna charge in, but there was the one of the orbs were gonna be right there. Alright, let me run over here. Alright, we should be good. We should be good. Perfect. Oh, everybody got nuked right there. I saw like 4 or 5 hits land right there. Also, moving this boss is just one of the most terrible things. I think this is the hardest dungeon boss to move. All that damage he's taking. Alright. The dodging skills. The dodging skills. Come on, we only have 40 mil left to go. 30 mil. 20 mil. Perfect. Perfect. We lost the Fury Warrior there. But I feel like it was okay. Wait, why? Oh, I thought he was leaping away from us. I was like, what? Hey, this Fury Warrior was on a good one. He threw on his heroic leap shoulders. He knows mobility. We have 14 minutes left. We have 2 bosses left to go and a little bit of trash left. The spider pull is going to be the big pull. If bursting is going to get us, that's where it's going to get us. So we'll see how this goes. Is everybody here? Healers at 77%. We'll be good with that. Let's go. Now, I don't want to pop like my battle cry yet. I want to really save it for this moment right here. So now that we pop that, hopefully we can get some good bursts going. Alright, here we go. Here's my burst. Hitting for 2 mil shield slams. Not too bad. Alright, we'll keep a decent DPS going. I'll try to like stay above 900k, which I should be able to do for deeps. Oh, that detonate. That detonate got close. And we should be good. We've got another 20 mil to go. I'm gonna need to just dodge just a little bit. There it is. Let's leap our ways out of here. Whoa, did you guys see that? That monk is quick. The hell did that monk do to get out of here so quickly? Just meditate? Just swap positions? Alright, this plus 17 is looking good. It's looking way better than the plus 20 was. That plus 20 was hitting real hard. Let's leap over here. Charge in there. We're good. Let's do this. All right. So now that we're gonna lose a little bit of space here, and then we can run in. Nice. Now the elevator is about to be ready. We have 11 minutes, which means we really have one chance at the boss, because we still have to clear a little bit of trash, bursting skittish trash. I'm expecting the warrior to die on that trash, because if he goes in, starts whirlwinding like crazy with a battle cry up, there's no way in hell I can hold 7 spiders. So maybe we'll lose one. I'll do the Berserker Rage thing, just spam taunt, but we'll see. We'll see how fast this goes. This really means that we have one shot at the boss. Alright, let's give this a shot. 4 stacks of bursting just wore off. Let's go. Alright, let's do a little bit of Neltharion's Fury to try to pick him up. Alright, there's the mass taunt going out on them. And hopefully that was enough to keep most of them on me. So the good news is the warrior's alive, which is really good news, and we're also all alive despite all of the bursting, so we should be okay. Run 2 tanks for trash. That'd be actually pretty cool. But he did pull I didn't see how much burst he had in the beginning of the pull. I mean, by the very end the monk was pulling almost 4 mil. Why the stun? Why the stun? We can stack these guys. Alright, we're good now. We're good. We can handle this pull just fine. That's already 100% of enemy forces completed. And actually, the reason why the enemy forces completed got finished so nicely is because during that second boss fight, during that Inquisitor boss fight, we had those Fellhounds come down to us because of Odin's Fury. So if it wasn't for those guys, we might be missing 0.5%. Probably would be missing half of that percent. Alright. My healer is sitting pretty with 62% mana. Let me eat up while this guy, while Cordana figures out that she wants to murder us. Let's do this. We've got 8 minutes. This is one attempt. One attempt at this. We're ready. Let's go. Let's get some good deeps going. Got a decent burst going of deeps. Where's the deepening shadows? Okay, let's go pick that up. We got the glaive coming in. Glaives are coming in. Let's pick that up. Where is it? Let me run center just a little bit more, just so we have enough room. Enough room for all the activities we want to do. Alright, so I'm going to pick these guys up. We got the deepening shadows. I've got to pick up the other one. Got the knockdown kick happening in a few seconds. I can reposition. The Fury Warrior's initial DPS burst was 7 million. That's crazy. Alright, we got the Creeping Doom now. So let's see. We got the one way over here. Hopefully we don't get one right next to us. There it is. We got the one right next to us. So let's go this way. Just so everybody can kind of see where we're going. Where's the next wall? Where's the next wall? Okay, I see it. Very close to us. So we've got this wall. And then, oh, we got to get this wall over here. Come on, guys. Over here, over here, over here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Everybody can make it. Everybody can make it. Perfect. And then we've got this wall coming up. All right. Oh, our healer missed it by a little bit. All right, here it is. Here it is. Let's slam through it. Come on, guys. We got an extra 28%. We've got the glaive coming out. It's going to come back in over to our right-hand side. Perfect. It was dodged by everyone. And we're going to get Creeping Doom coming up soon again. So, got to be very careful. There's the glaive being dodged by the Shadow Priest. And we should be okay. Glaive going out. Melee is dodging it. And the Creeping Doom is coming out, but we got it. We got it on time. Plus 17 on time. That was a total of, I can't see the time. Oh, 26 minutes. 26 minutes. So we were 3 minutes and 51 seconds ahead of time. Not bad. Not a bad run. 945, really good shoulders too. Haste Mastery. That might be better than like my other backups. Actually, I'm wearing what I thought were my backups. Versatility Mastery. Not bad. That was a very solid run. Alright, and now it's time for our pet giveaway, guys. If you guys were just here for the alpha stuff, watching me play Boomkin, seeing what's different, and if you guys were here for the rip keys, thank you for joining us. There isn't enough time to do everything nowadays. There really isn't enough time for like a 3-hour live stream of alpha and a 3-hour live stream of Mythic Plus keys, but I want to thank you guys for joining me. We are going to do the pet giveaway that we do every week. Let's repair here. Today's rip keys were pretty good. We had a plus 20 that was a rip key. We got it done though, which was a big thing to do. And then we had this plus 17 vault. Not bad at all. Got it in time. 2 very high keys. Very high keys. I think that plus 20 is the highest key I've done on a Tyrannical week. I want to say before that for Tyrannical I had maybe like a plus 18 done or something like that, but yeah. It was fun to watch. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. Let's do the giveaway. I just need to change the robot because last time, if you guys weren't here on Friday, this past Friday, we had the WoW token giveaway. So today we're going back to the WoW pet giveaway, and you guys can absolutely win one of these pets. Let me log in, make sure I just set up the robot. You main healers, any suggestion for getting a better Mythic Plus? You've only done a plus 11, you thought you were going to have a heart attack. You feel the weight of the group's survival on my shoulders. Holy moly, the weight of your group is definitely on your shoulders, but it depends on the affixes as well. So this week, you have bursting. So don't be afraid to try out different specs, right? So if you want to really practice your healer, what you should do is do a plus 7 every week to get used to that second affix. That second affix is really going to ruin your day. That hacks are engaged. That second affix is going to be necrotic, grievous, bursting. So if you practice against those 3 things and you practice low, you'll have room to breathe. And then once you're done practicing those, then move up to your plus 10s with Tyrannical and Fortified. Tyrannical is going to be more difficult than Fortified in my opinion, and that's just because Tyrannical bosses can one-shot, and if they don't one-shot, they can take someone down 80% instantly. And you know, you combine that 80% with 1 burst from bursting or something, and it's just, you know, it's game over. So you need to be very careful. So I would say practice plus 7s, and also don't be afraid to go to your community Discord. What class do you play, by the way? Holy moly, I can look up your community Discord and give you the link, and they will have different builds. They'll say if you're running a Mythic Plus, you know, you're gonna want this build, and this build focuses a lot more on AoE healing. But if you're running a raid, you should be running this kind of healing. So it is very, very true that nowadays there are different specs for different things. So if you felt like you couldn't keep up, maybe it was also your spec. Maybe you were too single target focused. You main a Mistweaver Monk. Let me find you the Discord. I believe it's Peak of Serenity. So let me launch Discord. I had it turned off for the time being. It kind of lags things down when I'm streaming. But let me get you that link. You can go in there. They have different builds for different things. And unfortunately, and I do mean like unfortunately, To push those really super high-end keys, you need the right legendaries as well. So something like this week we have Bursting, which is going to hurt you as a healer. Bursting is going to be terrible for you. And then you have Tyrannical. If you don't have the right legendaries, you're going to find it very, very hard to progress. Like if you were doing that plus 20 Darkheart Thicket with me, and you didn't have something like Pridas, or just enough stamina really to survive, it's just going to be a pain for you. It's going to be a really, really big pain for you. I could have sworn I had the Peak of Serenity, but I don't anymore. So let me look it up on my bot. I know my bot has all the discords. Give me a second. Monk Discord. Here we go. You do have a Pridas? Yeah, but there's also going to be some other healing legendaries that are going to make a big difference. If you can't click through that, let me know. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to add it to the description, because sometimes it doesn't work here. So if you check out the description, it should save in a minute or two, and you can check out that Monk Discord, and they should have, okay, yeah, so that's the Monk Discord, and they should have like a Mistweaver section, and they should have different things that you can really help out, because I don't play a Mistweaver Monk, so I don't know which legendaries are best for you. Like I know on my Paladin, I am still waiting for my Legendary Cloak. My Legendary Cloak is going to make my AoE healing way easier by letting my Beacon copy over some other healing. So yeah, it depends on your class, but the honest suggestion for me is to get used to that second affix. Get used to Grievous, get used to Bursting, get used to Necrotic, and then once you get used to those things, then you can start moving on up. And then once you start doing your plus 10s, it's really all about practice. Even when we're talking about tanking, when we're talking about DPSing, it's all about a matter of learning the dungeons. I have a series on my channel called Pulls and Run-Throughs, which shows you which are, for the most part, which pulls and run-throughs are the ones that most people do in order to get percentage, so you can start getting used to it. So even though you're not the one pulling, you're not the tank, it's still good to know what is being pulled. Another one that's going to change things up a lot is teaming, because there's different types of ads that are spawned. But yeah, I would say honestly just a matter of experience. But truth be told, I have my Boomkin that I progressed through Tomb of Sargeras with. I have my Holy Paladin, which I've done up to, you know, I have Keystone Master on it, so not the best Paladin, but you know, I can get a plus 15 done. And I have my tank, so I have a little bit of everything, and I can tell you that healing is the most stressful. I seem so relaxed doing these Mythic Plus dungeons. On my tank, yes, because on my tank, I don't need to look at my bars. I don't need to look at my cooldowns. Like, I've been playing a Prout Warrior for so long that I kind of know when things are off of cooldown. I kind of know how to respond to certain things. If you're brand new to Mistweaver healing, then you know, you're gonna have a hard time. Like every time I hop over to my Holy Paladin, or my Vengeance Demon Hunter, like I have not played Vengeance Demon Hunter that much, and when things start going south, I don't know exactly how to react, and I do panic. So trust me, the panic is there. But when I talk about a class like my Prout Warrior, I know exactly how to play him. I know exactly what to do. So yeah, you can just stay relaxed with that. Oh, Nerds with the ninja win. Nerds, congratulations. You have won a non-combat pet. I mean, a combat pet. Not a non-combat pet. You won a combat pet who can fight for you. So let me know when you're logging on. I believe I know your orc's name. Something Nerds Watch Me or something. And my best ogre from Revenge of the Durance movie. But yeah, holy moly, it's all about practice and getting in there. Unfortunately, getting the right legendaries is a big part of pushing those high-end keys. And it's also a lot about your spec. So, like when I played my Holy Paladin, I had a lot of trouble picking people up in AoE healing. I managed to get a trinket from Rift Keeper, I believe. Rift Keeper and Antorus. I forgot where I got that trinket, but it's an AoE healing trinket that helps me, even though it's not that great. Like, that healing just eases my mind. Learning how to use every single one of my abilities as best as I can. Whenever you have AoE healing pick up, you know, you need to use your artifact ability. So as a Mistweaver, you kind of just have to learn which one of your abilities is best for that situation. So I invited nerds. Let's do a dance. Let me link all of these lovely pets to you. But yeah, if you are completely stressing out about doing high-end keys, I highly just suggest practice. What I can tell you though is that the PUGs are better early in the week as well. So if there's, like, let's say there's Grievous, you want to practice Grievous, I would highly suggest getting in your Grievous keys Tuesday through Thursday. The closer you get to Monday night, right before reset, the more you have people logging into their alts, last minute keys of people who are probably undergeared and just trying to push. Who cares if their keystone gets bumped down, because reset is the next day. So if you want better quality groups, do them earlier in the week, Tuesday through Thursday, maybe even Friday. Friday gets a lot of traffic, but if you do it early in the week, you can get better groups that hopefully will carry you a lot better. Yeah, no problem, holy moly. Highly suggest starting off with your community Discord first for like a very general sense of guides. If you also want another resource, I would highly suggest doing Icy Veins. So icy-veins.com. Let me pull that up for you. Icy Veins and your community Discord are going to be your two best resources. Just like best resources. I don't know anyone who mains a Mistweaver monk that creates guides in like the YouTube community, so unfortunately I can't recommend anyone to you. If any of you guys know anyone else, I don't mind when other people shout out other channels, you know. So if you guys know like a good YouTuber who does high-end keys on Mistweaver and has very specific tips for Holy Moly, you guys can let him know in the chat right now. But I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for stopping by for some alpha footage. Thank you guys for stopping by for some rip keys. I really do appreciate it. I'm still working on that whole Emerald Nightmare soloing sequence. The first one is going to drop right after this. I already have it completed, uploaded. If you guys are here listening and if you guys don't mind, I really want to know what you guys think about it, because I don't want to edit the footage. I don't want you guys to think that I somehow cheated to kill the boss and I had someone else there. So the footage is all in one piece, but I try to make the intro as entertaining as possible. So let me know what you guys think about that video. If you guys don't want to sit through the whole 6 minutes or 7 minutes of footage of me soloing Nithendra, I completely understand, but I'd like to know your feedback. You know, it's something that's very VOD dependent. Demon Hunter, I am going to do it per boss, yes. So I have Nithendra done. I started editing Ellerith Remfurl yesterday. I'm probably about halfway done with that edit. And that one has a little bit different things in it, a little bit, you know, quote unquote, like machinima looking things, model viewer things. So I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Even if it's good, if it's bad, let me know in that comment section. So the Nithendra one will drop after this. I'll probably set it to drop in about half an hour or so. So thank you guys for coming by. I really do thank the patrons, the sponsors, the donators, all the subscribers, all you guys who are very active in chat and make it so that I'm not just a crazy person talking to myself. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you guys on Friday. Look at that little dire horn running around in circles. That's interesting. I didn't know it did that just by itself. I'll see you guys Friday. We're gonna do normal Antorus to get you some gear. The whole 6 or 7 minutes. You don't know it's so yeah, it's a lot, man. You don't have to do the whole 6 or 7 minutes. I just want to know how the intro is, because after the intro, it's uncut footage. I don't want you guys to think that I had another DPS in there helping me do the first part of the DPS and then left when I cut things out. So straight footage, no cheating. I'm 5 out of 7 right now. I don't think I can do Ursoc. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. See you guys Friday.